new clapboard. That was a nice gift. It was a good surprise. So I'm going to show you around the Fenton garden, community garden, and our plot here, and our winterizing. So if you step this way, Elvin is filming. That was Cabot with the clapboard. So we planted cover crop down this bed, and as you see, this cover crop, mostly field peas and wheat, is doing well. And you see this cover crop was eaten down by some bunny, went to town, and all this cover crop is eaten down to the nub. So somebody was enjoying the field peas. So the whole point of cover crop is that it stays up all winter and then adds nutrients and nitrogen back to the soil at the end of the growing season. So hopefully whatever bunny this was or creature will leave it alone for the rest of the season. And then this here we had our peas and beans, and we just covered it with compost for the winter to winterize it. And then this bed is where we planted garlic, and we covered it with straw, and you can see some of the garlic already coming up. So it'll be like that for the whole winter. It'll just look like a little onion sprig for the rest of winter. And I'm going to go show you the rest of our garden. Over here we have asparagus with this bed, and you can see where we cut off. This year's asparagus had dried up, and once it turns yellow-brown, you cut it off. We left some of the bases of the asparagus just to mark where the asparagus is, and there's strawberries underneath there. In this bed, we're wintering over some greens, radishes, and we still have cilantro, so you see under our cover cloth here. Yummy
Slush.
cilantro. It just rained yesterday, so it's pretty damp under here, but it smells really good. I'll get some to Cabot to smell. And then under this cover cloth next door to the greens, and you see we have our bunny-proof fencing hardware cloth around the greens, the same bunnies who ate our cover crop. So next to that is cauliflower, and the plants are looking great, but they have not formed their cauliflowers yet. I'm going right in there. They're close. It's close to forming cauliflower, so I'm hoping that we get some cauliflower before it gets really, really, really cold this winter. So I'm going to recover that. And then in our next bed, where we have tomatoes and peppers, I'm covering with pine straw. So we're experimenting with pine straw as a cover for the winter. And then our last planting here is blackberries. And these are thornless dwarf blackberries. There were still some flowers on here at the end of fall, and I actually got a few blackberries, but I've been cutting out the old canes and prepping that for winter as well. So let me know what you're doing to winterize your garden plots. See you next spring.